It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and let's talk KNT Netball. Some very interesting games over the weekend, a couple of thrillers amongst them. And joining me on the line, Sally Bywater is back. How are you, Sally?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. Can't wipe the smile off your face today. Your Bordertown girls had a thrilling win against Bywater to keep your season alive.
Yeah, they did. So having a win here, 53-51. So it was just a great game all round, and they just came out firing right from that get-go, and a closely contested game all the way through. So they're going goal for goal and getting that win on the board in front by 2 goals at the end of the game.
Really important win. Bordertown second for the season. Kybie dropped from second on the ladder to 5th on the back of one loss. That's how tight things are.
Yeah, just amazing how that ladder's going to transform. And we have spoken about how closely contested it was. And, to go from second to 5th with, just a 2-goal loss, not much in it.
Not much in it at all. So that was the close one. But tell you what, the next one we'll talk about wasn't much different. Only 3 goals in this one. Border Districts, a big win for them over Narracourt, 45-42. Much needed for Border Districts.
Yeah, well, they've had some games they've sort of won over the last few weeks. So, to get this win on the board against Narracourt, who are, they're a good side and they play well every week. So going into the last quarter, only a couple of two goals up. So to get that win just over the line against Narracourt, it's a great win for them.
It is, and they leapfrogged them now on the ladder into 3rd spot. So up there level with Lucendale on points to move up to 2nd. So that's that win for Border Districts. Lucendale would have been pretty pleased with that as well.
I would have thought so, definitely, yeah. So, our ladder's looking a lot better, but it's so close. And, that draw that Narracourt and Kaipi had at the start of the season might come back and bite them a bit.
Well, it could, and it's that's certainly thrown a spanner in the works. But a couple of other games. So Keith went to the top of the ladder with a big win over Padthaway, and then they were too good. 75 on the board. That's a good score.
Absolutely, and I know they had a couple of players out last week, obviously playing inside, which always helps, but I think they had 3 under-15 players going up to get their first taste of A-grade netball as well, which was great to see. So, great. Padthaway getting 48 goals, that's nothing to be scared about, but, a great win here by Keith.
Well, you're right. A losing score of 48, I know it was indoors, but that would have beaten Border Districts in their game, and they ended up losing by almost 30 goals. That tells you what the difference the indoor courts make to proceedings.
Yep, absolutely. And even it was a nice day outside last week. So, playing indoors makes that bit of difference, I think.
Yep, take the breeze out of the equation. And the goalies just lap it up, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why they get the 2 best players there for Keith. So well done.
Yep, good stuff. The last match of the round there, Mundalla taking on Lucendale. They'd be disappointed, Mundalla, with the scoreline here. 63 Lucendale, Mundalla just 38. So a pretty comfortable win for Lucendale.
Yeah, it was here. Mundalla obviously had a couple of weeks off, and they came out firing. They were 11 goals all at quarter time, but then in that second quarter, Lucendale winning 20-10. So a huge comeback there by Lucendale and heading into that second half with a good lead and a good win in the end of the game.
Yeah, very good. So they are on second position on the ladder now. So we go Keith, Lucendale, Border Districts, your top 3. Your top 5 is rounded out by Narracourt and Kaibi-Bolite on 9 points. Then Penola on 8. And Bordertown just tacking back on. There's still 2 games or 2.5 games back from 5th spot, but now you're up to 4 points. So you could just about put a line through Mundalla and Padthaway. I reckon they've had 1 win between them. So I think it's a race in 7 at this point.
Oh, definitely. I think so. Obviously, that top 6 is just so tight with only 4 points separating them. And then obviously we're coming up to the last game of the full round this week. So I just think, close as close can be.
Yep. Well, let's have a look at this round of matches, round 9 of 16. And as, when there's 7 teams in the hunt for a finals berth out of 9, you're going to get some pretty important games. And we've got a couple this weekend. First of all, let's start with Border Districts taking on Kaibi-Bolite. Both of these teams will be desperate to win this game. It's at Kaibi. Who do you like?
Yeah, I think this will be one of the games of the round. Obviously, Kaibi coming off that probably shot cost to them last week, and Border's having a good win. I think Kaibi will come back firing. They'll want that win. I know it's at Kaibi. I think home ground advantage is always great, but I might lean towards Borders in this game.
All right. If that's not match of the round, then I reckon it's this one. In fact, it's guaranteed to be this one. At Narracourt, Lucendale come to town. A traditional rivalry here. Narracourt taking on Lucendale. And, well, the Roos probably start favourites, but Narracourt will be smarting after last week. I wouldn't be putting a line through them yet.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, definitely a great game here. We had Lucendale having that good win last week. Yeah, but Narracourt not quite getting there in the end. I know it's their pink day down there, so they'll be supporting breast cancer awareness for this game. So we'll see lots of pink out on the courts, which will be great. And I think Lucendale in a close one.
Right. Now, Keith will take on Kingston in every other grade but the A grade, pretty much. That's the way I understand it. Is that right?
That's correct. So Keith get the week off now, so...
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be back level pegging with everyone else on the same amount of games played.
Yep. All right. So the last two matches of the round to be played then are Mundalla taking on Penola, and big game for Penola, you'd think. They should win that comfortably.
I would think so. Penola will start favourites here. They've had the week off last week, not getting a game, so I think they'll be out firing, ready to go, and they're playing some good netball come the second half of the season. So Mundalla will be up there, but Penola for the win.
Yep, they should win that one. And Bordertown taking on Pathway. This is a chance to really tack on to that group of six above you. Desperately need a win against Pathway, but they'll be eyeing this off too. I reckon Pathway has a chance for them to get a win.
Oh, absolutely. I think this will be a good game. Pathway might be able to see that. They might have a chance for that win, and I think Bordertown really want to cement a spot and get a win on the board. So I think it'll be a great game at Pathway. Could go either way, but I'm going to go for Bordertown for this one.
As you should. So there it is, round 9 of matches in KNT Netball. Anything else, Sally?
I'd just like to, we've got a couple of milestone games this week, so congratulations to Border District's Emma Heusler and Mundalla's Tracy Hughes on the 200th game. So that's a great effort by these two girls to get those win games on the board, so congratulations to both of them.
Well done to them. Enjoy your milestone games, girls, and we will chat with you again next week, Sally, to find out how it all went in KNT Netball.
Sounds great. Thank you.